It stalked the fog-choked alleyways of Victorian London, a phantom figure born of shadow and fear, leaving behind a trail of unthinkable horror. Its name, whispered in terror from Scotland Yard to the squalid tenements of Whitechapel, became synonymous with chilling.
It's why we still don't know. Tonight, we uncover the shocking truth on history's secrets.
More than a century has passed. Countless books written, theories debated, lives scrutinized. Yet the identity of this monstrous killer remains locked in history's most impenetrable vault. But what if the greatest secret isn't who he was, but why we still don't know? What shocking truths about Victorian society were buried alongside his victims? Beyond the blood-soaked legends and endless suspects, there's a deeper, more unsettling story. One that history itself, in its rush to sensationalize, inadvertently tried to hide. We're about to peel back the gaslit veneer of 1888 London and expose the true reasons this chilling mystery has remained unsolved. Imagine Whitechapel in 1888. A teeming labyrinth of poverty, desperation, and despair, shrouded in perpetual grime and the stench of human misery. Thousands huddled in overcrowded slums, struggling to survive, their lives cheap, their deaths often unnoticed. Prostitution, a grim necessity, flourished in the shadows, offering a desperate living in a world that offered little else. This was the hunting ground, a chaotic anonymity that became the killer's greatest ally. The first victim, Mary Ann Nichols, brutally murdered on August 31st, began the horrifying spree that would define a city's terror. Then Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and finally, Mary Jane Kelly. Their lives extinguished with terrifying precision and unspeakable savagery. Each murder more gruesome than the last, bearing the chilling signature of a killer driven by a disturbing, escalating psychosis. The brutality wasn't just physical, it was designed to terrify. Scotland Yard, then a nascent organisation, found itself overwhelmed. Their methods, primitive by today's standards, were woefully inadequate. No fingerprinting, no DNA analysis, no forensic science as we know it, leaving them desperately chasing shadows in a city swathed in fog and rumour. The public, gripped by panic, demanded answers. The infamous "From Hell" letter, supposedly from the Ripper, arrived with a piece of human kidney attached, sending a shiver of true horror through the nation. Was it a taunt or a sick trophy? The media, hungry for headlines, sensationalized every detail, creating the legend even as the terror unfolded. This sensationalism arguably aided the killer by spreading fear and chaos. Every suspicious character, every oddity, became a potential suspect. Over the decades, hundreds of names have been put forward: royalty, doctors, barristers, barbers, even a Polish barber. Each theory, meticulously crafted or wildly speculative, added new layers to the enduring riddle, yet none offered conclusive proof. The sheer volume of red herrings and the absence of definitive evidence became as much a part of the legend as the murders themselves. And then, as suddenly as he appeared, he vanished, leaving the world to endlessly pick at the threads of his terrifying legacy. The shocking truth that history truly tried to hide isn't a name written in some lost diary. It's the stark, unflinching reality of Victorian London, a metropolis thriving on the surface but rotting at its core. It's the truth of how poverty, anonymity, and societal neglect created the perfect breeding ground for such a monster to emerge and vanish without a trace. The victims were vulnerable, their lives deemed less valuable by a rigid class system, making them easy prey. The lack of sophisticated policing and forensic capabilities meant the killer benefited from an era ill-equipped to catch him. This ensured his identity would remain shrouded forever. The overwhelming public hysteria and media frenzy, while terrifying, also served to distract from deeper societal ills. Jack the Ripper became a terrifying myth, a cipher, precisely because the system itself was unwilling or unable to confront the dark underbelly it created. He is not just an unsolved case. He is a haunting mirror reflecting a grim past where justice was often blind to the plight of the marginalized. The real secret is not just who he was, but how a society could allow such a terror to unfold and remain perpetually unsolved. This leaves us with a chilling legacy of enduring questions and the echoes of a monster's laugh in the fog. The unanswered questions keep the mystery alive, feeding the endless fascination. His legacy is a testament to the shadows that exist even in seemingly prosperous times. A grim reminder of the vulnerability of the unprotected, a chilling warning from history. The inability to catch him fueled the legend, making him immortal in infamy. A true historical enigma, forever bound to the darkness he created. The ultimate unsolved mystery, weaving a complex narrative of crime and context. Each generation re-examines the clues, hoping for a breakthrough, but the secrets remain locked away, perhaps forever. The Ripper's escape was more than just a lucky break. It was a symptom. Closure denied, not just to the victims' families, but to history itself. The echo of his terror resonates even in our time, a truth that flickers tantalizingly close, yet always out of reach. The ultimate cold case, spanning centuries. A chilling reminder that some horrors defy explanation, waiting for secrets to be revealed. The shocking truth history tried to hide.